picture it. It's today, and you're looking for a place to drink and go back to a time where your life revolved around homework, Capri Sun, and 6 p.m. prime time early TV shows, early 2000s TV shows, or in this case, for today's episodes, early 2000s movies that are so iconic. We're your hosts. I'm Leah,
And I'm Wesley.
and welcome to the Nostalgia Saloon. Wesley, what are you drinking?
I'm having an espresso martini, which I've never had before. It's pretty good, but I'm also not really a coffee drinker.
Ah,
But there's also vodka in it, which I also don't love. But it's good, and it feels appropriate for today's episode.
it does. The coffee does, yes. I am drinking my Propel, my water,
Hmm.
and I guess this relates to today's episode because
Yeah,
people needed to actually drink some water on in that place.
right. Offices have water.
Huh?
Offices have water.
Yeah, offices have water. And speaking of today, I love our job. I love our job. I love our job.
I love our job.
Gird your loins, ladies and gentlemen and folks, because we're talking about Devil Wears Prada. And you're probably wondering, why are we talking about it? Since the last 3 episodes we have been talking about have been just kids' TV shows, and this is a primarily kids' TV shows podcast. Well, see, the sequel came out, and before we started this podcast, as a tiny bit of history of us, the pandemic spread out all of our friends, including us. He moved
Hmm.
several hours away from me by car, and at the time, neither of us had. I still don't. He does. He could visit me sometimes, but
Yeah,
but so and the pandemic just it was a mess. It was a mess for everyone. It was a mess for us, and we kind of we didn't stop talking, but we weren't as frequently together as we used to be.
right.
And then two things brought us back together: Hannah Montana and Devil Wears Prada, and we couldn't get away. We couldn't not talk about this movie.
Yes. I remember you recommending this to me because I didn't grow up watching Devil Wears Prada,
that
and
that
you were like, "You'll love it," and I
yeah.
watched it, and you were right. I loved it.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Neither of us grew up with this, so we're getting everything like secondhand and like
Hmm.
remembering 2006 as we were 6 year olds and being like, I don't remember a trailer. I
Yeah.
don't remember an ad. I don't.
Hmm.
I wanted to look this up, and I'm going to look this up right now because I forgot. But I think at the time in 2006, for us movie wise, it was um this series of unfortunate events.
Yes.
And no, no, uh, Horton was 2008 because it came out pretty much the same week as the Hannah Montana movie, the
Oh, that's right. I remember
Hannah
that.
Montana concert movie. Okay, there was Flushed Away. There was Monster House. Actually, pretty big movies for us.
Yeah.
Everyone's hero, the wild happy feet. We had our we had our movies. None of them which were Devil Wears Prada.
Right.
We were in first grade.
Yeah. And I feel like at that age, it wouldn't interest us. It
Not
wouldn't
at all.
interest us at that age,
Not at all. If
but it does into our adulthood.
yes, I feel like the way the way that the pit is now, I think that was our Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah.
Like a first grader would look at the pit and being right now and we would be like, ugh, that's so boring. Why?
Hmm.
But because we're older, we see the criticisms and the greatness of this of the pit. In
Yeah.
2006, we were worried about completely other stuff.
Right. We
So
didn't have a job
we didn't have a
to
job.
worry about,
That's the
which is
other
a
thing.
big thing in the Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so we're both coming at this at the Devil Wears Prada with a interesting um view because we didn't grow up with it. We don't actually have nostalgic.
Right.
We don't have any nostalgia lens, but we love this movie anyway. So so if you somehow don't know what Devil Wears Prada is, let's just say where the Devil Wears Prada is. If you don't know what Devil Wears Prada is, it is a movie made in 2006 starring Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, Emily Blunt, and the Tooch, Stanley Tucci. Um,
Yes.
it's based on a book, a 2003 book by Laura Weisberger, Berner, something like that, and about a loose tale of when she was the personal assistant,
I think it was personal assistant.
personal assistant to the iconic Anna Wintour. So iconic to the fact that the production team of the movie snuck into Anna Wintour's office to just basically remake it for Miranda's office. And after the movie came out, she had a huge remodeling of her office.
Love that.
That's no one would be able to do that now, and I'm so sad.
Yeah.
It's like I want to go and sneak into Jeff Bezos' bedroom because he never leaves. he,
Right.
he almost never leaves, and we're gonna use that for the movie that we're
Yeah.
making. um, this movie was it. It feels bigger than it actually was. This movie was big at the time, but I but that's not having any like memories or nostalgia of it. It's kind of hard
Hmm.
to say that it probably wasn't as big as we think it is now.
Yeah.
But the legacy behind it is it far past what the book would ever do. um,
Hmm.
and and it was made for between 35 and 47 million. It amassed 320 something million by the end of its run worldwide. So it was big. it for I think and this is a separate conversation, but if a movie right now made 300 million, that's a flop.
Yeah.
Insane. um insane.
Yeah.
um that's actually insane. um and yeah, the it's just been this zeitgeist of like several cultural things on top of each other, and the exploration of nuance inside of it too, a lot of which I've researched and looked into, and a lot of it wraps around my brain. But because I was 6 at the time, I can't look at it from a hey 2006 point of view
Hmm.
versus a now point of view. I could also look at it from a 2010 point of view because I was more conscious. I was a little bit more conscious. Um, but yeah, what I'm talking about. What do you think, Wesley, about Devil Wears Prada?
I feel like from an adult POV, having, or I guess for today, having worked multiple jobs and experienced work life as an adult, I really feel for Anne Hathaway's character Andy in just like this like being overworked, and like everybody tells her throughout the film like any girl would kill for this job,
Right.
but we never really know why any girl would kill for it. If I mean, granted, Amanda,
Amanda?
Miranda.
Miranda.
I don't know who Amanda is, but Miranda,
She's
Meryl Streep's character.
the other Emily before Emily.
Yes, Amanda. Um, but Miranda, um, she's the not chief editor,
Yeah.
chief editor of Vogue, not Vogue, Runway,
Runway. It's not
Runway in
supposed to be
that
Vogue.
universe.
It's Runway.
It's Runway, not Vogue.
It's definitely
Um,
Vogue.
she's like she's basically the Anna Wintour of this universe. So of course anyone would want to work with her. But it's so interesting seeing Andy like just keep like overworking herself and pushing herself and putting her relationships aside, her work, her life outside of work aside, her friends to the side. That one scene with her dad, just
Hmm.
when they're at dinner and she's like, "Oh, I gotta take this call. Like Miranda needs this. Just 1 second."
Hmm.
Like
And then 1 second I think makes them miss Chicago, which like
right.
mm,
There's
what?
that brief little like shot of the Chicago marquee.
Like, did you make
So
it to the show? I want to know.
right. But yeah, I've been there. I've been in Andy where I've overworked myself
Yes.
and have been had just an epiphany of like, why am I doing this? Like, for who? For
Yeah.
me? For my boss? For some other thing? Like, for who?
Yeah.
Um, and it also had like this film had like a big impact on multiple things like fashion, body image, um,
Workplace culture.
yes, like I was just talking about workplace culture.
Mhm.
Um, which, speaking of which, everybody is like so like 2000s meme to Andy in this film, and I think it's so funny, but also so cruel.
It is, but you know what? Okay, since we're gonna talk about that, I actually okay. So actually, to pull this back into our theme of actual kids nostalgia, do you remember True Jackson VP?
Yes,
That work setting was what I thought okay, low key I still want. But like at the time as a kid I was like I want to work there. And
that's very true.
then watching Devil Wears Prada, you're like if we could just like tone down the insaneness of everything, I would want to work there.
Right. Like it gives a bit of a realistic, or I guess realistic in the sense of a toxic workplace
Mhm.
kind of environment. Not that it's every workplace.
No, it's most of them, but not every.
Not everyone. There's some good ones.
Yeah,
It's just hard to find those.
mm-hmm. No, no, but I say that because I think the in criticizing the work culture over the years, it actually kind of put a spotlight on it in both a good and bad way, and
Hmm.
that the people who were working, who were in a workplace like that at the time, they said, "Yes, I see you. We feel all of this. We don't have either the means to stand up. I'm a woman, I'm a black woman, I don't get paid enough to stand up to fight." White men are being pushed into these spaces where they're not supposed to, well, they didn't earn to be, but because of the standards at the time, we don't have the means. Yet we're being raised, we're seeing all this, and we're like, wait, that feels so cool. You can say that? Wait, you have all this power? Wait, you get paid how much? You get to
Right.
live in New York and work for this place? Like it's like a like I guess dichotomy of like reality versus what we thought this would be cool.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I feel like it's also in the sense that American dream idea.
Yeah.
of like being successful, having a very good paying job, providing for your family, you know,
Mm-hmm.
just having a good like life, pretty much.
Yeah. And that's the part of it that I don't I in the last few weeks that the sequel came out, I don't hear anyone talking about it because they do kind of like poke holes. Um, they kind of do poke holes when Andy meets the. We're going to get into the sequel, by the way, and there's going to be spoilers. If you haven't seen the movie, do it. Where she meets the Australian building guy,
Yeah.
and they talk about how they pretty much like husked this old historic building, brought it up to code, and made it modern on the inside. It's like if you're being born right now, that is the American dream to move into a luxury apartment. It's not
Yeah.
a white picket fence house with two to four kids and a dog and the husband's off in the Navy anymore. It's it's
Right.
I get to live in New York in a luxury apartment alone
Mm-hmm.
on a salary that no one gets to question
Right.
how I got it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
And later on, I have to ask how you feel about the Australian man that Andy gets with.
at least he's not Nate. But
Yes.
we'll get to that. We'll get to that soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. But speaking of, just pick up this whole movie. What were your impressions of the first movie when you saw it?
When I first watched it, I was so like, this work environment is so ridiculous and so toxic. But also looking back, it is so quotable.
So
Some of the jabs, like, oh, what is one quote I've been repeating all for like multiple weeks? Oh, do you have somewhere else to be? Some hideous skirt convention.
convention.
Like that is so 2000s meme to me, and
It
I love it.
it is. I
And,
go ahead.
and also, um, for those who don't know, Miranda Priestley gives a monologue to Andy referring to her cerulean blue sweater that she's wearing. When I first watched that, I was like, oh, she's shitting on Andy and her bad clothes and whatever. But watching it again, I'm realizing that it is a huge like lens on the fashion industry and
Mm-hmm.
how these people have to predict what is going to be trendy in the next year.
Mm-hmm.
And once they figure that out and they, produce the thing and then they sell it in luxury stores, it then trickles down to department stores,
Mm-hmm.
where some of the more like poorer middle class pick it out of a clearance bin somewhere. And then eventually it, you know, goes into the trash, the waste bin or whatever until the next new exciting thing happens. And yeah, that's just very interesting take that and interesting that they included that in this film for me.
What about it makes it interesting?
I feel like hmm, it's I think cuz at like first glance this is just like some movie about like a fashion magazine. So, and it's like kind of comedic and funny. So, and it does have like those moments of like seriousness and like drama, and that feels a bit like one of those moments if you're really like looking into it,
Mm-hmm.
right? um because when I first watched it I was like, oh, she's just shitting on Andy, but then watching it multiple times I was, and I'm still trying to like really analyze it of like what is she really saying
No,
to her.
it's actually so deep. There's so many layers.
It's so deep and layered and I want to fully explain it but I don't know if I can,
I feel that. No,
right?
I know because it's like it's a monologue of capitalism, of
Yes.
which there's so many nuances in each line that could be related to other stuff stuff
Yeah.
besides besides the fashion industry. It could be related to games. It could be related to books. It could be
Yes.
related like to everything that is deemed marketable,
Yeah.
because eventually everything does end up kind of becoming, oh yeah, that's in the Target and $5 bin because it's not new anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, yeah, there's also a racial aspect to that, but I'm not going to go into that. That's a different podcast on its own.
All right.
um, but yeah, oh my gosh, this movie is so good. It's so much, and yes, it's so quotable. The one that I keep coming back to is um um oh my gosh, it's when no, not my sleepy brain being mean to me. I think Emily says it. She says it's anyway.
It would be an Emily quote though, because her quotes are so good.
Yeah, I'll come back to it once I find it. But okay. So there's so many topics we could talk about this, but I want to talk about the aspect of the one thing that I don't hear anyone talk about, which is I think is weird. What is your take on Stanley Tucci's Nigel and his obviously not obvious. It's so not obvious, but his like in between gayness.
Okay. I feel like he doesn't play it like a stereotype.
Mhm.
Like he's just kind of there.
Mhm.
And I don't mean that in like a, oh, he's just there. But his the way he plays his gayness is just it's there. And there's even that like monologue he gives to Andy where he's like, oh, what does he say? It's he's like, oh, like I don't know.
Yeah, it's but I know what you're talking about. It's
Yeah, that monologue.
yeah,
And he like
the
explains like he's
his
like, this is not just a magazine. This is a shining beacon of hope. And then
for a
he like
boy from like Wichita
yeah,
under
he
his
like kind of gives a bit
blanket.
of a backstory to like him like up late reading the magazine when his dad wanted him to play sports or something. There's
Hmm.
a hint at his gayness, but it isn't so apparent that it's like screaming in your face.
Yeah, it's
And Meryl Streep, I think, even said something about it in an interview, but I forget what it was. Oh
wait.
my gosh,
She said something, or I said something.
no, Meryl Streep did.
Okay, I'm about to say like, when did I do that?
No, not you, Meryl Streep. It was oh, I wish I could quote it right now, but it was like it was something about like what you said, that like in between gayness.
Yeah,
It was like he's Google it.
we're both googling. I'm sorry, guys, but we're yes. Oh my gosh, no, but there's I find it interesting because I feel like there would be more people working at at Runway, but because
So true.
lines we don't know.
Okay, she said he holds an elegance to his heterosexuality.
Yeah,
His unforced natural chicness is a formidable quality that is often harder for straight men to achieve. Facts.
yes.
That is, because I feel like, and I don't know Stanley Tucci's sexuality,
He's
but if it
straight.
was like a,
He's married to Emily Blunt's sister.
oh, that's right.
Uh-huh. But anyway, go ahead.
But I feel like if it were any other straight man, they would turn it into a stereotype.
Yeah,
And if anyone were to play Nigel, I'm glad it's Stanley Tucci.
me too. He's just so good, and he actually played an actual, well, an actual. He played another gay man, I think, with Billy Crystal in a different movie, and they're like so cute. But the quote that I remembered, it was please please bore someone else with your with your incompetence, or something like that. It's like
I think it
so
was for someone else your questions.
some something like that. Yeah. There
Yeah.
was another quote. line about incompetence, and I
Ooh,
yeah,
incompetence.
yeah,
Ooh.
I forgot. But anyway, yes, this movie is so quotable.
I also love why is no one ready?
Ready. The way that she says ready, I'm always trying to get it right. I'm just like,
Mhm.
what is she doing with those E? Is it ready?
Yeah, like it's
Ready?
so quiet, but also so like a certain tone.
Mm-hmm.
Why is no one ready?
Ready. I love it. So this the one thing that we probably both can't fully attest to, I am presuming, is the body image problems of this movie.
Yes.
They're calling
Hmm.
it out, but there's also a possibility that they're also kind of glamorizing it with while
Yeah.
trying to criticize it.
Yeah.
Emily's line about "I'm just one away from my goal weight." It's like
Hmm.
what?
Like the first time I watched it, those bits were hilarious, but then the second or third time I was like, ooh,
Mhm.
like I don't know about that.
Yeah, Nigel calling Anne Anne Skinny Hathaway a six,
Yeah.
and he still
Like
calls her that in the sequel. I'm like, dude,
right. I don't I don't love it.
I
And
don't.
granted for the fashion industry, they I don't know if it's different now, but at the time it was very like you had to be small
Mhm.
and a size above two was considered fat,
Yeah,
quote unquote fat.
going a little bit. Yeah, there's the podcast Pop Meets World, the Boy Meets World podcast. Daniel Fishel and Will Friedle, they just released an episode about their their experience on the show, with them being kind of buddy towards the end of the show, and Will was on like anxiety meds that gave him weight, and he was already kind of he's at a yo-yoer, and Danielle was just her body, she just grew, she just gained boobs, and they're
Yeah.
like, you're chubby, you're putting on weight, and before, I think this is what they said. I'm also like kind of, I may also be my misremembering them being put over, both of them at the same time, and being told, hey, you guys are gaining weight, need to like trim that down.
Uh,
And this was like
yeah.
99, 2000, and them both being like, got it, turning away. Will went to go smoke and drink coffee because that's all he did, and
Right.
Danielle went to and cried on her way home. And it's like,
Uh,
this is in the movie industry, which isn't too far removed from the fashion industry. Like, imagine
right.
what models who are two are
Yeah.
doing to
Hmm.
to to either retain that or get lower. Like,
Right. It's tough.
yeah. And I love that the sequel was like, we're not doing that. We're
Yeah,
not
there were a
doing that.
lot less of those jokes in it, which I'm very thankful for.
Yeah.
And there was even moments of like we'll get into it, but
Hmm.
when Miranda's like trying to make those jokes, but then her team's like, "Oh, we can't say that."
Yeah, we can't say that.
It's like, "What?"
It's like, no, 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 I know this body positive, body
Yeah,
positive. Just like, oh,
like trying to correct herself.
you're getting
Doesn't
it.
matter.
You're getting it, Miranda. So we're talking about a lot. Want to just jump to the sequel?
I guess so.
You guess so. What's wrong? What is there any more you want to talk about?
Um, I just did a teeny bit of research on some of the like talking points.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Um, let's, I'm just gonna talk out loud. That one's
Yeah.
about the sweater thing. Um, ooh, back to piggyback on the workplace environment. Um, it influenced workplace culture from or by exposing the psychological toll of grind culture and the girl boss myth.
Yeah.
So for girl boss, Miranda Priestley is a widely recognized as a cautionary tale of girl boss era,
Ooh.
and the film explores how the pressures of patriarchal capitalism can lead even highly successful women to adopt abusive, manipulative, and toxic management behaviors to maintain
Could you say that last part, please?
power.
Say,
Highly successful women to adopt abusive, manipulative, and toxic management behaviors to maintain power. Power.
yeah, and that's interesting because I did also look into this. I forgot, but then you said it. I was like, oh yeah. Um, I think was Meryl Streep. Yeah, Meryl said when the movie came out, men were coming to her and was like, "Your character was basically what I go through every day."
Really?
And it's like, great. Can you pay your women correctly now?
Yeah,
That's me. That's me being
for
like,
real though.
can
For
you pay
real.
people better? Can you treat people better?
Right,
You s-
right.
you see yourself in Miranda Priestley, you're not doing a good job
Mm-hmm. No.
in work or life. You're not doing a good job.
Yeah, exactly. I guess that was kind of it. Everything else was kind of stuff we touched on, like diet culture, the workplace environment, the capitalism of it all.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I just wanted to throw in that bit of research
Yeah, but
about
before
power.
about power, yes, the
Power.
power. Before we actually jump into the sequel, I have a question for you. How do you feel about the Australian guy, and how much better is he than Nate?
I feel like he's. I feel like he's more present in Andy's life than Nate was. Granted, Andy was kind of focused on her work more than her boyfriend, but at least this boyfriend is making an effort to like try and see her again, try and like, go
Actually,
out to dinner or something. Like
and
he's putting in effort.
yes, and he actually goes with her into things.
Yeah. Like
It's
Nate didn't do any of that. He was
because
just like, come home to me.
mhm,
Come home to me. It's my birthday.
right. Which, as someone who tries to drag all of her friends to New York every year for her
Hmm.
birthday, I feel that. But also,
Yeah.
I understand when they're like, I can't afford it. I can't. I have work. I'm not going to pity patter and pout and be like, you didn't come you didn't come to New York with me because you decided to go to work. Like, I'm grown. I know that everyone's busy.
Right. We understand that
Yeah.
as adults.
As adults, yeah. And he when when I know you're mad about me working. I know you're mad about me missing your birthday. And he's like, "What am I for?" I'm just like, you've been acting like it.
Right. He's kind of the man child in that way.
Mhm. Before in the Friends. Oh my gosh, I love Tracy Toms in the sequel. They did her better. They did her so much better in the sequel.
Yes.
They were awful in the movie. I'm like, why? Give her
Right.
phone back. You guys are going to get her fired.
Yeah. Uh, and I love the scene too where she's like gifting everybody like the freebies at work, and she gives her the bag, and she's like, "Gimme, gimme, gimme."
Give me. I love Tracy Thomas. He's so good.
She's so good.
So good. The best Joanne in Rent I've ever seen.
Mm,
Um, the sequel. The
yes.
How do you rank it? Is it better than the original movie? Is it as good? Is it a little less?
I feel like it's just as good, but I still prefer the first one, weirdly enough.
Okay. I like them both equally.
Okay.
I feel like they're like the this is going to be a weird comparison. To me, they're the Shrek movies. I like them all equally.
All right, I kind of feel that way about Shrek as well.
We can shut that down as a bonus episode.
Yeah, that can be its own thing.
Yeah,
Shrek,
yeah,
its own episode.
yeah, yeah. One bonus episode, but yeah, I liked it equally. There's nothing about it that made me go, oh, oh, that's not true. The body image stuff is much better than in the first movie, but
Absolutely.
yeah, and the diversity is so much better in
Oh
the movie.
yes,
So
all the body diversity, the race diversity,
mm,
gender diversity.
yes, they, they,
No,
they, they got two. They got two people from over the pond instead of one. We love Simone Ashley, even though I don't watch Bridgerton. I love her in this.
yes.
Beautiful. I'm not gay, but I would go bi for I would be bi for Simone Ashley. if that
Absolutely
is if that
understandable.
is not problematic to say, I would switch.
And I feel like as a gay man, I have to say this. Lady Gaga's cameo was more than everything that I expected. It was so good. like
I
I
go
ugh,
go ahead.
like I watched it with my partner, and when she came on, I just like turned to him smiling, and he turned to me and went like, "You knew she was in this, right?" I'm like, "Absolutely, I knew." Like, have you met me?
Great, because I totally did not know. I had no idea who they were referencing.
Oh, I totally knew. I knew. As a Gaga fan, I knew.
Yeah, I'm not a complete Gaga or I'm Gaga stan. I'm not a complete one, but when she said no, I am not, and I'm just like, that better be Celine Dion she's talking about. Because who did you piss off?
I Celine Dion would have been good though
Yes,
in this.
but I want to hear the scream. What is her actual name? Stephanie.
Stephanie, it's it's a long one. It's Stephanie Joanna Germanata.
Sure.
Stephanie.
Stephanie, I want to scream when she was told you're going to act with Meryl Streep.
Oh,
As high as she can go, I want to hear her scream. I want to hear her scream when she was told that, because I'm sure if you told season whatever of American Horror Story that
yeah.
Stephanie Germanotta that she's going to act with Meryl Streep in
Oh,
50 years,
dead.
absolutely deceased.
And
Um,
also her little scene with Meryl where she's in the dressing room and she's like trying to be so nice to her even though they have a bit of beef.
and I want to know
I
what that
love
beef is
that.
about. What's that beef about?
I don't know. I think there's a scene before where she was like, "Oh, did you see the last, runway cover she did? It was terrible.
Hmm.
Like, I don't want her back."
Yeah, but it's like, who produced that cover, Miranda?
Right. Like they're a little bit behind that as runway, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hmm. But no, this movie is so good. It takes it. I love how they shifted from just about the fashion industry to what media and AI and journalism is going to do to the fashion industry.
Yes, because nobody really reads magazines anymore, or buys magazines.
No, no,
So, and also the like idea of like journalism
mm,
dying as a career
yeah,
and it being kind of taken over by like influencer culture.
influencer culture and yeah, and AI. It's like
Yeah,
insane. And I love that they're like, no, we need this. No, companies funny being made by Disney,
mhm,
but but companies should not be able to eat up other companies to survive. And it's like, yeah, they shouldn't. This is bullshit.
yeah. I do think it's funny that Miranda still keeps the book,
Mm,
the physical book.
Yes,
So I worked at places where they still have like physical media to like keep records of stuff, and I'm like, and I love physical media, but in the workplace, I'm like, just put it on the, the computer.
Yeah,
So much faster.
we can't do that at our work only because things break all the time at the bookstore. So it's just like
Ah,
it's just better to put it in the notes. in
true,
the book.
true.
Um, but I do feel like the book is the one thing that Miranda is like no one can take this away from me. I'm going to be buried with this thing.
Yes,
It can't be uploaded to Google Drive.
right. Because
Like
they
this.
established too in the first movie that it is very like this is the book, and
Mhm.
Emily also has that little line of "Don't touch it" to Andy as she's
I
like explaining what it is.
wait. What was the last part?
Oh, when when Emily's explaining the book to Andy and she like goes to touch it, she's like stopped her sentence to go, "Don't touch it,"
Yeah.
like explaining
Yeah.
how important it is.
I love it, and I love how when Andy um goes up to Charlie the chair, and she goes, oh, if anyone tries to get you to go up the stairs, don't go. And he's like, like who'd be dumb enough to do that? And she's like, I don't know.
That was so good. There was like a lot of little references to the first one for like fans that saw the first one that I love.
I love it too. I love that they brought back the twins, whether those were the
Yeah,
actual twins from the movie or not. I love that they
right.
brought back the twins.
I wish there was more emphasis on the twins than just like that little compilation of like, oh, here's this person and here's
Yeah,
this person.
yeah. If they do a
They're
Devil
like on
Wears
for a second.
Yeah, that's true. If they do a Devil Wears Prada 3, I would like to see if they're like, oh, like the the Nepo baby culture and them try to get into it.
Yes, they take over runway for
At,
Miranda.
at least, yeah, at least one of them. Yeah, I sure
Ooh,
they would do that once Meryl Streep actually does pass away in 250 years. Um,
yeah,
speaking of passing away, what did you did you expect that that Rive, I think that's his name, the head of Elliot would die?
I did not expect it. I was very shocked when that scene happened
Hmm.
because there was that whole like banquet thing, and I'm like, where is this going? Like, what
Yeah,
can happen?
yeah.
And then he like dies during it.
Mhm.
Um, and I way back before this film came out, I saw like different paparazzi shots where everybody's dressed in black, and I remember the internet thinking like, "Oh, Miranda died," and
I
I
remember
didn't believe it.
you avoided it.
I avoided it. I didn't want to believe it. I was like, they can't cut Meryl from this film,
They cannot do a Mama Mia 2 on her.
right? They can't do that. Not in the sequel.
Oh.
I did love how like I did love Emily's same attitude in the first film during this funeral of like this is so sad. Like everyone's wearing like this designer. Like they must have given it away on their doorstep.
Mhm.
And she's just dressed like so cunty.
I'm going to have to bleep that. I can't.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, I can't say that.
YouTube,
Sorry.
YouTube will destroy us.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
can't say that.
yeah, I can't say that.
Well, she looked great. She looked really good.
That's really great. Um, yeah, and speaking of Emily Blunt, she is a badass in this
Yeah.
movie. She is like the girl boss. She's like the millennial girl boss. She's also the kind of like um what do we call a modern, maybe not gold digger because she's already rich, but
Yeah,
like
I like Gold Digger better,
gold digger, yeah.
maybe.
I don't know. Either way, like no shame to people who want to do that. But I'm
Yeah,
like,
no shade.
No, but I'm just like,
Live your life.
yeah, but it's like, how are you going to combine? Oh, I am the chief editor of
Or
Dior, while also I'm chasing this mega millionaire that just got divorced and got uh, 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 to the max. Like,
right.
how are we going to balance both? Because those feel like a contradiction. While
Yeah.
also being a mother.
Right. Or I guess not technically a mom, because doesn't she like freeze her eggs?
No, that's Andy. I'm talking about Emily.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Gotcha. Right, she does have kids. I forgot.
yeah. Two kids, which I think are actually played by her actual kids.
Oh,
I
sweet.
think, I think. Um, but it would have been so hilarious if they had the dad be played by John Krasinski.
Oh, yes.
It would have been so funny. They,
Uh,
I can see why they didn't do that, but they should have done that.
right, right.
They should have done that. But yeah, I asked that because it's like you're going after this basically Elon Musk Bezos mix
Yeah.
while doing your own thing of being like a Mackenzie Bezos higher up
Mm-hmm.
person, but that's a vendor, so she's not
Right.
really important.
Oh,
Kind of like
that line, you're not a visionary, you're a vendor.
a vendor. It's like
That, that, oh,
yeah, so she's like she is important.
yeah.
Emily is important. And I guess that's why she goes after the millionaire guy because she wants to feel important.
Yeah.
Okay,
She
I think
wants, she wants purpose in her life, I think.
yeah, I
And
think
her purpose, she thinks, is a good job
and money
and money.
and status because she also says okay. I think in the first cover, the cover girl should be
Hmm.
me. It's like
Yeah.
yeah,
And then she does eventually, I think, go to Coach
yeah.
to work retail, which I love the like Coach shade in this film because
Wait,
Coach has kind of become that like middle class brand.
has it?
I mean,
It did it get baby faced? You
I
remember
don't know.
baby fat? Did it get baby
I think Coach just has
fat?
become like this like lower brand that not too many rich people are buying because they see the middle class people buying it more.
Hmm.
So they're like, this isn't cool anymore. This is middle class stuff.
Interesting. I'm not in the fashion circles to even know.
Right.
But
I do see just a lot of people that I assume are middle class. I don't know their work life. I don't know their background,
right.
but I see a lot more people carrying Coach than I have previously.
Hmm.
So that's all I'm going to say about that. Sorry, Coach, if you're watching. You're
Yeah.
probably not.
I mean, if you want to sponsors, coach, we'll buy you everything. We'll
Yes,
buy you.
disregard everything I said if
Yes,
you're watching.
we want sponsors. we we will totally throw away our values. No.
I'd love a Brooklyn bag, please, Coach.
Values? What are those? Um, um, yeah. Oh my gosh, there's so much in this movie. BJ Novak. I have no idea what his character is supposed to be.
BJ Novak.
The son.
Oh, the son. Oh, I
Yeah,
was confused by him too.
yeah. I wasn't quite sure what he was trying to do.
Right.
It's like they wanted to like go into the middle of spoiled rich baby, but also kind of has a mind for things, just not on this
Yeah.
thing.
I was kind of
More of like a tech.
suspecting there was going to be some scheming going on towards Runway with him,
Yeah,
but it never really happened.
no, it was more. They gave that plot line to Emily on
Yeah.
on the side.
Right.
Yeah,
Which was a little unexpected.
no, but
Of
I loved
Emily.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm not sure quite what his role was supposed to be, but in the end, in the end, it didn't matter because he sold everything and said,
Right.
"Here, Lucy Liu."
Yeah.
Lucy Liu has the best princess track in a movie. If you guys don't know what a princess track is on stage, it's basically you're in Act One for one scene, and then you're out until either bows or like one more scene in Act
Hmm.
Two. And usually Act One, Act Two are only in like two, three scenes, and then you're out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Fantine started as a princess track, and then they were like, "Hey, we actually need more people."
Right.
The barricade.
Hmm.
We're gonna not princess track you
Yeah.
anymore. But no, Lucy Liu's gorgeous. By the way, she's like what 60, and she's like, wow.
Really? 60?
I think so.
Ooh.
I think so.
Wow. Ooh, can we talk about the and I love this. This proves to me media literacy isn't dead because the Last Supper mural that Meryl references, I loved that.
It was so on the nose, but I loved it.
And then later at the dinner where she's seated like under the mural, right where Jesus is positioned in the mural, I was like, oh, this is so good.
So good. It was so that
Yes.
I love and hate it. I hate it because it was so on the nose, but
Yeah,
I love it. But also, I was raised as Christians, so I saw that thing everywhere.
right.
So I the moment they paneled to that, I was like, oh, I see what they're gonna do. Yep, and she's saying that. Yep, and she's saying that.
Uh-huh.
Yep. I hate how obvious that is, but
Uh,
I can step back from my experience and to just like view that as someone who probably wasn't around a lot of iconography and things like that, and
right.
probably have not seen a lot of movies to
Yeah.
know that is actually like a big thing of like, oh, she's not only is Miranda telling her, I know you two are up to something, but it's
Hmm.
also like Miranda also at this point of the movie, her power is being taken away
Right.
without her knowing,
Yeah.
probably. And so it is kind of like I'm taking my power back
Hmm.
before you two can screw things up.
Right. And
So
I feel like too, like Christianity is so like, and besides like other religions, Christianity is like the most like referenced in media.
mhm,
So it also makes sense for a lot of people to like get the reference to
mhm,
the Bible.
yeah, and it's and it is interesting how by the time that scene where Meryl says Meryl where Miranda says to Emily, you're not a visionary, you're a vendor. In that scene, you when that scene starts, you are thinking, okay, they're both Judases. When it's
Yeah.
actually Andy is a non um is a Peter that does not say I don't know her,
Hmm. Right.
and Emily is Judas.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's interesting.
Hmm.
It's very interesting. It's also interesting that they chose that spot because I'm like, you could have picked anywhere else. Why that little
Right.
monastery? But I guess because they were cutting costs and they were like, well, we had the Vatican, but that's
Yeah.
too expensive. Let's
Right.
go down to this to this hostel that has a dining room and,
Yeah.
and and use that. We- oh man, we were going to have dinner with the Pope. Come on.
Right. Where was the Pope in this?
Where was the Pope in this? Especially because he's American. Yeah, yeah. Where's he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's now American.
Could have spent half a day at set.
Yeah.
Jesus will forgive you. Yeah,
Right.
our episode is so off the rails right now. So go through all the movie. Australian guy, Australian. I love that they actually ended up making up and was like,
Yeah.
We're both messy. We're human. We're adults. We're going to be messy. Let's continue this.
Yeah, I liked that.
Yeah, it's especially because we don't actually see a. So I saw Yumi and Tuscany. It's a fine movie. It's fine. It's good. It's whatever.
Yeah,
It's a rom com though, so I knew they're going to be together.
right.
So it's not necessarily a rom com. It's a quote unquote chick flick, which is I have problems with that term, but a
Hmm.
chick flick. So it's not you're. It's more than likely they're going to end up together, but not always. But because
Yeah,
these were the same writers of the first movie, you, excuse me, I did come into this being like, if there is a romance, can they just stay together? I don't want another Nate.
right.
Which I do think that the Nate hate is overblown. It's just,
Yeah,
but it's
it's
overblown.
forced.
Yeah. Wait, what? Huh?
It's a little forced,
Yeah,
I
it's more
think.
like I mean with all the not against anyone. With all the problems we have with men right now, Nate
Yeah,
Nate is on the lower level.
he is a bit on the lower scale in terms
He's
of
on the
like
lower side.
horrible men.
So like he's on the lower end of the stick.
Yeah, lowest tier.
I take a Nate
Lowest tier
over
of bad men.
like Cartman. I
Yeah.
take that. But it's gosh, I'm tired. But you know the Australian guy, that's name I cannot remember. Um, when he said, "Is that is that Hugh Jackman?" I really thought they were going to show Hugh Jackman, and I was kind of
Me
upset that they
too.
didn't. I'm like, oh
I
come
love Hugh
on,
Jackman.
I love Hugh Jackman.
I wish he was there for real.
Me too. That's the other thing. Because this movie is just so there is a star pretty much every moment.
Hmm.
It my reality did pop in a little bit, and when she's being introduced to the guy that was on Stephen Colbert, the jazz guy,
Ooh,
John 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 Baptiste.
okay.
John Baptiste, yeah. When she's introducing when Miranda is introducing Andy to Baptiste and to these other other celebrities, my brain was like, she knows them. It's Anne Hathaway, and then I'm like,
Yeah,
wait, she's playing a character. Her character doesn't know these people.
right.
It was that kind of like force of of a disbelief.
Yeah. Or when she was with Donatella Versace.
See, I don't know which one that was. I don't.
That,
I don't know.
uh,
I don't know.
that was the blonde one that Emily has like an argument with in Italian
Oh,
at the lunch.
oh,
That was Donatella.
oh. Okay. See,
I
she looks so much like Caro. I thought that was Charo.
oh
I was just like, is that Charo? That can't be Charo. She can't look like that. I know she,
yeah,
but come on. So okay, I'm glad to know that that was not Charo.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Yeah. It is interesting. Also, Emily Blunt's Italian is so good.
Oh, it is.
It's so good.
Yeah. Also, how did you feel about the dress Andy wore to the like Hamptons? When she like saw it off screen, she was like, "Oh my god, this is the one." And Nigel's like, "That one, really?" What'd you think?
My mother had a rug that color,
Okay,
that pattern. That's
I
all
think
I'll say.
I think it was fine, but I can understand why Andy's character would love it because it's so Andy.
So it is so Andy.
Like with the
Um,
bucket hat, I was like, "This makes sense for her character. I'll allow it."
yeah, there is a line from the original movie about Annie's fashion sense.
Yeah, yeah,
Like she came out of that, and I'm just like, please tell me that's the thing that you're just going to, and then you're changing into what you wanted when you get there. So,
right.
like that can't be that. That can't be the thing that
Yeah,
you said. "Oh, it's so pretty." Like I am expecting an actual Cinderella dress come off of
right.
be on you, or
Like I was expecting like a huge like moment, but then
yeah,
it was like, what?
like the thing that the moo that's on sale at Boscov's
Right.
in the junior aisle. Are you sure? The older ladies junior aisle. Are you sure?
Yeah,
that no.
right.
No, that was so. But the fashion though, I remember this being a thing like early 2024, maybe 2025, where just ties were everywhere.
Yes.
And I did not understand why then, and I don't understand why now. What is with the tie?
Right.
What is with the ties? Especially when they don't make sense. That silver thing that she was going to go sneak off in, it
Hmm.
was I hate that thing, by the way, that like silver one piece thing. I hated that.
Yeah.
It was like a crystal ball just exploded, but then became streams down the.
Hmm.
I hate it. But then with the bucket hat or something with a hat.
Right.
No, it was a newspaper hat, newsboy hat or something like that.
Yeah.
And then the tie, the really loose tie
Hmm.
around. I'm like, this feels like something that would be on. It feels like a disguise that Hannah Montana would wear,
Right.
trying
Exactly.
to get out of a situation, not
Yeah.
wanting to go into.
Hmm. I feel like I can excuse all of those things as just, oh, it's just high fashion. And I don't get it, and that's okay.
Is okay.
But also, I wish I would get it so
Yeah,
I can understand like some of the choices happening.
being made. I
But
do also. Hmm?
again, back to Gaga. I really liked her outfit for her performance.
Yeah,
That was
and,
so good.
and also I don't know if they had her sing live.
Right. I don't know
Doubt
either.
that. I doubt that they made her sing live. Although I could,
I'm doubtful of that too. It could have been added in later, but
yeah, yeah. But if they did just add it in later, she did great.
yeah, it was
Miming
great.
to a silent version of herself, and the
Yeah.
models going around her like to the time of the music. Like that was great. Also, half the stuff that they were wearing, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. What's the theme here again?
Right.
What's the theme here again?
Like where's the cohesion? Where's the consistency?
Yeah, I think that's the other thing. I also don't watch Paris Fashion Week or any fashion weeks.
Hmm.
So, but when I see pictures, I'm like, what was the theme again?
Yeah.
That when they were at the photo shoot and it's this like whole like bodysuit up to the eyes with the huge hat over. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah.
What
Or
was
the like
the
it's a
balloon
yeah, the
thing?
like fake balloon thing, and they're like, oh, we're bringing back like Victorian era, and
Like
I'm just like, oh,
it's like that's not the
okay,
that at the very most of trying to picture it, that is the King Louis the 14th era
yeah.
where they were going sideways into doors.
Mhm. And some of the people in my theater in that moment were like cracking up at that scene, which is great.
Great. It's great.
I'm not alone in that, and like this looks ridiculous.
This is awful.
Yeah.
Um, but okay, this movie is so good though. It is so good.
Oh, and
Oh.
also
Hmm.
with Emily's little like confession where she's like, "Oh, I called you and I wanted you to come back to Runway."
Hmm.
I was like, "Oh."
Oh, it's like, oh, you wanted to be friends, and she's like, friends is a strong word.
Yeah, like don't call it that.
We'll call it that. And
And like
and
that was so nice. Like she actually like kind of liked Andy, even though she was kind of mean to her
yeah,
throughout
and
the first film.
very. She was giving very much like fashionista Regina George.
Yeah,
When Nigel was like, I actually was the one that gave you the job because I sent over your the your your rant to 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 the guy, and she's like,
Yeah.
oh. And at first, I thought it was more like I was the basically I was the one that sent out the the thing about speed bash.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was saying that like I was the
Oh,
one to spread out the article about
yeah.
Miranda, and I'm like, wait, what? But then it got cleared up for me really quickly. But
Mm-hmm.
for a moment, I was like, what? We're
Yeah.
going back there?
Right. Uh,
Wait, no.
I also, to go to Nigel, I love that Miranda kind of gave him the opportunity to give her speech
Yeah, his
after the
duel.
first film, kind of like pushing him aside and kind of giving him that moment. I
Yeah,
was
it was so needed.
like, finally,
Finally, I've worked 30 years for this.
right.
30 years for this.
And he's like, no, I can't. He's
It's
like,
like,
no, like you wrote it, so you have to.
mhm,
You know it better than me.
mhm,
Like, come along.
yeah. To think of other stuff real quick to think about because I've had these thoughts in my head for the last 3 weeks. Um, um, is that? Oh, the book deal.
The book deal.
Why didn't Andy just do it?
Right. She
Especially
seemed so
after
like,
Miranda said, "You can do it. I don't care."
yeah, she seemed conflicted, I think, in the sense of she doesn't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Right.
Because she's close with Emily, she's close with the main four, really.
Yeah.
Um,
It's not just about Miranda.
right. Also, what was up with Miranda's dementia?
See, I don't, and it was they didn't hold on to it for very long, so I'm very
Yeah,
confused by it.
and I was still so like, does she have dementia, or is she just being like bitchy
You're right.
on purpose?
The
Of like, who is this?
the
Who are you?
the only reason why I'm pushing back on the dementia thing is that so it has been 20 years since the first movie.
Right.
So many Emilys could have gone through, and
Yes.
and Andy's Emily was probably just one of many that came through.
That's so true. We don't know how many Emilys there have been.
There have been, yeah. So she probably just got lost in the shuffle. Yeah, that's like the way that I have to think about it, or else it does not make sense.
Right.
It,
Right.
but also it does make me when Emily is like, oh my god, and she sees Andy and Miranda's like, you two know each other, and Emily's like, we work together at the same time, Miranda, and Miranda's like, huh. I wonder where I've been.
Yeah.
I've, I wonder where I was, which I think this is actually a great inside joke because she was so removed from the rest of them stay in character
Right.
during during the run. That I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, probably.
I also thought Andy was like way too happy when she first like came back to Runway. I
Oh,
was like, you left Runway and now you're like, hi, hello.
hi. I'm like,
I would be a
no.
little like tense unless she played it as like I need to make a good first impression again, so they may
Mhm.
possibly forget how I kind of abandoned them.
Yeah, which is the other thing I've been hearing of like she's acting like her old self in the first movie. She's trying
Yeah,
Miranda's, which I actually understand. I am actually like a low key Andy, where I'm like
right.
I'm kind of low key always trying to get everyone's attention and not attention, but like approval, because
Me too.
it was just really hard won growing
Yeah,
up. So it's
like
just
for me, I always try and like make if I'm like meeting someone for the first time, I always try and like be like a best friend
mm,
immediately or behave like a best friend.
yeah, yeah.
that they think I'm nice.
No,
But
but
maybe
you're
that's the people
you're
pleaser
so
in me.
nice. You're so nice and you're
Oh,
so kind.
thank
I
you
love
for saying
you.
that.
I love you. But there's
Wow.
yeah there's a part of it where I'm just like, hey guys, you're talking about me. Please shut up.
Yeah. This is this play about us.
Is this about us?
Right.
Which one of us was she looking at when she said that? Which, if you have not seen Death Becomes Her the musical, you should go see it. That
So,
line is from the musical. Anyway, we've talked so long, but we've talked about this movie so much, and it's such a great movie, both set of movies. It's going to live in the ether of culture and workplace traumas and just substance. Work. Oh, that was a Freudian slip if I ever saw one. If I ever spoke one. And what are your last thoughts on this movie? Both of them.
ooh, my last thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like for sequels, this didn't suck like most sequels do.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that it didn't like try and like be I don't know what the word is.
Kitschy.
Like kitschy and like very oh, remember when this happened in the first one?
Member berries, yeah.
Yeah, like very like on the nose. I
Mhm.
really like that it wasn't that. Um,
Too.
and it was still very true to the first one in terms of like its style. Like this title card was the same. They did like they brought back Donna's Vogue, which I loved. Um,
Mhm.
Gaga
Gaga.
as a gay, that was really good.
Mhm.
Um, the first one,
Sorry.
no, you're fine. The first one, I really enjoy and I appreciate how much they've changed in the second one for how the times are a changing.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah. I I I I love both movies. One thing I forgot to mention about the book. I thought that when her friend was like, not one, not two, but three 25 or something like that. I thought she was talking about million,
mm,
300 million for a book
mhm,
deal, and I'm like, you could have turned down a 3 million book deal. It's like, oh
yeah,
wait, no, thousand, 300,000. Okay, that's still crazy, but that makes more sense.
yeah,
That's so crazy. But at least, okay, yeah. If it was 3 million, like, I'm sorry, Emily. I'm sorry, Nigel. Miranda, you gave me your blessing. Goodbye, bitches. I'm going.
yeah,
Yeah, love this movie. It's amazing. Thank you guys for joining us. We have to close up the bar.
yes.
um, join us next time for our next episode. It's going to be an actual episode. I'm not sure which one yet, but we'll figure it out. And we'll see you guys when we open again.
That's all.